आपको क्या लगता है व्हाट डज दिस टर्म घोस्टिंग मीन्स?
होता क्या है घोस्टिंग? मतलब छुप के बात करना. For some time you enjoy the fun of a companion or a partner. You do all kind of romantic talking, and then you go and you do ghosting with somebody else.
And the second term we are gonna talk about is benching.
Benching means bench पे बैठना, हाथ पकड़ना, बात करना, close आना, and talking on romantic things. जैसे हमारी पिक्चरों में पुराने में होता है, बेंच पे बैठते हैं, तले दूर होते हैं, फिर धीरे धीरे पास आते हैं.
What's up fam, this is me Arya and today Coffee and Unicorn is in collaboration with HeyPal and we have Dr. Anviti Gupta who is Dean of Social Sciences at Sharda University, and today we are going to talk the much awaited, a very controversial topic, Gen Z relationships, because we don't do relationships that much, right? So yeah, welcome to the conversation, ma'am.
Thank you very much
today?
for having me here. And it's indeed a privilege to talk about the most, as you said, the controversial, I won't say controversial, the most needed area where I think we really need to talk and hear it from the Gen Zs themselves, what they feel, how they feel. So we need to understand them better. Yeah.
So, okay, very well said that Gen Z also need to be heard, right? Do you think that Gen Zs are not getting heard? That is why they are lacking that emotional commitment wala factor, कि emotionally commit नहीं कर पा रहे हैं.
In our society, what happens is we try to generalize a lot. Few things happening good, and if you belong to that social category in terms of age or demographics, they tend to generalize. And this is what is happening, that many a times, sometimes derogatory things are said about the Gen Zs. So Gen Zs need to be understood first, and that responsibility lies on the parents, on the people, on the millennials, or on the senior people who have given them birth and who are taking care of them. So they are the ones who really need to be taken care of. They are the ones who really need to be heard. They are the ones who have to be, given an opportunity that they talk about anything and everything. We should not be judgmental and critical about them.
But there is a judgment in society कि Gen Z बहुत डरा हुआ है commitment से, and that is why they are not, they are dating without commitment.
Yeah, again, I would say we cannot generalize. It is happening in the other generations also, and it has been happening. People date without commitment. But why it is being talked about the Gen Zs is that it is the percentage of people involved in dating and not going in for commitment is higher than the previous times. The reason being that we as parents, as teachers, and the society in particular, we are preparing our generations, we are preparing the Gen Zs to become someone or somebody big. So we are giving them the chance and platform to fly higher and higher and higher. With going up in life, it is good. It is good to have dreams. It is good to have aspirations. But we have to teach the Gen Zs about the limitations, about the other side of the coin, that going up also has some gray areas, also has some negative aspects, which we have to make them ready to attend to those. So we are just trying to teach them, and many a times the parents of the Gen Zs, what they could not fulfill, whatever desires of their own or aspirations of their own they could not fulfill, they kind of see it getting it fulfilled by the children. So peer pressure is there of going up, achieving this. A lot of technology has come into being where the connection is not personal. It is not physically very in close proximity. Distance relationships are going on. Various types of nomenclatures are used in the new Gen Z's relationships. So even we are not giving them the right kind of guidance and environment to talk about it or to inculcate those value system in them. Having a relationship, dating somebody, I don't think so it is bad. But then I always feel with the relationship comes commitment. So having a commitment to whatever relationship and whatever makes both the sides happy should be done. Mutual trust, mutual respect should be there. So betrayal, cheating is something which is a complete no-no. So what they do is, if they need it, the body needs it, the pumping of the hormones in the teenagers, adolescent and the youth is there. So they will have relationship. Okay, but they need to understand and they need to, what do you call, see the side effects of it also. And they need to know how to handle if there is a breakup. Fair enough. If you people are not compatible, you went few years together, it's okay. So you have to go in a relationship with some type of a preparation. So that preparation, I think, has to be backed up by the parental support, parental guidance, teacher support, and accepting them as they are. Gen Zs have come up with what we never saw. We never had those kinds of technology. They are open up to all these things. So when you're giving them all those things and they are exposed to more information, I mean, they are more informed, but maybe they are not that educated to handle that information, which is right, or demarcate this is right and wrong. Help them in handling that. Remove the chaos and confusion from their mind. So I say the responsibility is more on the parents and the seniors to take care of the Gen Zs. What they are born with is fine. It's the environment. They have nothing, they've not gone wrong anywhere for that matter. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. And dating is an exploration field. आप explore कर रहे हो who you want to commit to. अगर आप पहली date पे commit कर दोगे, that also doesn't make sense because that is false commitment. You are not ready for that commitment. You don't know that person that well. And the terminologies you mentioned, benching and आपको क्या लगता है? What does this term ghosting means?
आर्या, मैं तो पिक्चरों में ही घोस्ट देखा था भाई. अब जेनजी की कोई टर्मिनोलॉजी है घोस्टिंग, तो भैया मुझे भी बता दो, so that I understand my kiddos better and my Gen Zs better who come to me for counseling. होता क्या है घोस्टिंग? मतलब छुप के बात करना या किसी के सामने जो नहीं हो वो दिखाना. Maybe I think it is that. You tell me, what do you think? What Gen Zs think about ghosting? What is that?
Ghosting means that if I'm talking to someone, or maybe I'm romantically or whatever way, I am talking to someone regularly and suddenly I'm like, I don't want to talk, I don't give any explanation, I don't say bye, and I just stop replying, stop calling, or stop picking up the calls.
Okay, that is ghosting.
Yes.
So for some time you enjoy the fun of a companion or a partner, you do all kind of romantic talking, and then you go and you do ghosting with somebody else.
No, we just ghost that person. We just don't talk to that person anymore.
Okay, that becomes a ghost for you.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Well understood. I mean, I'm surprised. Great. Good to know. You've enhanced my vocabulary. Thank you, Arya. Yeah.
And okay, then the second term we are gonna talk about is benching.
बेंचिंग मीन्स बेंच पे बैठना, हाथ पकड़ना, बात करना, क्लोज आना, एंड टॉकिंग ऑन रोमांटिक थिंग्स, जैसे हमारी पिक्चरों में पुराने में होता है. बेंच पे बैठते हैं, पहले दूर होते हैं, फिर धीरे धीरे पास आते हैं. शायद वो होता हो, आई डोंट नो.
Okay, so benching is कि I have few people on the bench, I'm talking to you, but I have someone else on the bench as well, and I might talk to them, or I might get involved with them, or I got bored with someone and मैंने उसे bench पे बिठा दिया and now I'm involved with someone else.
अच्छा, okay, fine, understood. But people do it.
Yeah.
People get into it, but then I get to know that I think they are afraid of commitment. They don't want to get along. They keep on trying and testing till they finally reach to a person or that person that, okay, fine, bullseye, this is the right one. Now I can think of going ahead.
Yeah, that is what
you're exploring the world. Fair enough. That's okay. That's okay. But in this process, generally what I think is maybe you are missing out on that area, that the other person whom you've ghosted or when you're using this benching, some people might get hurt, and their coping mechanism is not that strong. They might be crestfallen, they might feel embarrassed in front of other. So I think we really need to be a little more sensitive. This is what I feel. And the Gen Z's, I feel, they're sensitive about themselves, they know it, but for them, they are focused on other elements more than on being empathetic and sensitive towards others. So they keep on trying, testing, exploring, and seeing the world. और बहुत छोटी सी उम्र में इतनी सारी चीजों से एक्सपोज हो जाते हैं कि फिर उनका इंटरेस्ट खत्म हो जाता है. एंड दैट इज वाई अब सब कुछ देख लिया तो और उसके बाद then they lose interest in life. I feel so. With some people, I've seen some patients coming to me, youngsters coming to me, that have studied, they've done this, now what? What's next? So that is a question. Till date, we don't even think what's next. Bhai, we have to do our medical planning. We have to do our health checkups all the time. We have to plan for our retirement. So for them, the goals are very immediate and short term. They don't think of long-term goals. Sometimes it releases you from stress, and but then it also saves you, or what word should I use, that you don't get into commitment. So you started experimenting a lot, and that is why these terms came into being. Am I right, Arya?
Yeah, I think these things happened earlier also. It's just that they have gotten terms now. And we are not afraid to do it, because if I have not committed to anyone, I don't owe him anything ki bhai I have to talk to them every day. I am talking to them because I like it. I don't owe them anything as long as I've not committed to it. That is what dating is. Yes, some things can be insensitive. I totally agree ki ek limit ke baad you have to be sensitive and empathetic towards others. But I totally believe कि ये पहले भी हो रहा था. It just start getting more attention now because it has gotten terms. So
right.
It was happening पहले.
I agree that the Gen Zs have come out with a new vocabulary, a new dictionary of words. Or they don't want to waste time on explaining things. They use that term and then get away with it. So they want, so this might be one of the reasons that why they are using terminologies, and it's a yo thing also. Maybe it's the Gen Z thing, the generation specific thing that they've given to all of us. So even you have added to our vocabulary.
Yeah. And the thing that you just mentioned, that people need to be more sensitive towards others. So what do you think कि were people earlier that sensitive, and वो sensitivity अभी क्यों नहीं आ रही है? Why is it that? And people are more, this has also become a thing कि they are communicating more on social media than in real life.
देखो आर्या, जो मुझे लगता है, first thing first, you said ki why they are dating more and they are more online and rather than commitment. I would just say that their goals are not the relationship per se. Only the relationship. For the generation in the older times was thoda bahut padha, then entering into a marriage, having children. So our span of attention was limited. So we fixed our goals, which are very limited in our life. And that is what has been told by our... So now with the advent of technology coming into the forefront, and children being more tech savvy, and children being more and more aspirational, and they feel, let me be financially stable first, let me do well in the career, make a place in my life, and then I will get into a serious committed relationship. Till that time, everybody wants somebody to talk to. Everybody feels comfortable with few. And in this case, it could be male or female, which is fine, which was not the case in the previous generation because of the entire cultural boundaries, the social or societal pressures were there. And of course, the lack of maybe education, literacy or open-mindedness in our times. Now even the parents are becoming open-minded. In our times, father used to drink separately and the son separately. And now a father and the son is sharing the same table in the evening and drinking together, having an alcohol together. So things are changing, perceptions are changing, people are becoming more and more liberal because the Gen Zs are more exposed to information and knowledge, which and because of social media. And second important thing, which I was reading one article a few days back, I think it was some paper, something by Deloitte, and they were speaking that, I'm not very sure of the source, but and they were saying that nowadays, when there is no physical connect with people, so they feel more secure and they feel that they can disconnect with the person anytime. So security point, and they can fake also sometimes. They can live multiple lives. So everybody's personality is different. So in this case, the one party who's using only social media for relationship, they feel that they are safe while having a relationship in social media. Other party may not be that. People are on Tinder and all, so they feel without commitment we get our needs fulfilled, the communication needs, the whatever the needs they have, and then of course there is no commitment involved. So people are trying to come in terms with these kind of a new thought process, a new, what to say, the ecosystem is trying to change for the Gen Zs now. So we are also trying to adjust to this thought of our own children who are the Gen Zs. But I really feel that they are in a very volatile state. They want immediate gratification of things. They want right now, right here, immediately. So delayed response is not there. Tolerance is a little lacking in them. And and they get influenced so much because social media पे होने की वजह से भाई 5 star कोई हीरो है, उसकी लाइफस्टाइल देखे कि आप इम्प्रेस हो जाते हैं, you want to do it. But then you see the hard work which has gone, कितने रातों की उनकी नींद गई है, कितना प्रयास गया है और किस स्ट्रगल से वो गुजरे हैं. वो स्ट्रगल बच्चे ना देखते हैं ना करना चाहते हैं. Again, no hard feelings, Gen Zs out there. I've seen and I'm impressed by the Gen Zs that they are really committed. They are very focused than what we were. हमारा तो focus बिगड़ जाता था. MA कर लें या शादी कर लें. हमारे पास choices ही limited होती थी. You have ample choices and you're bound to be confused. So, but then I see the parents and the elders need to hold their hands. So this is my take on that. And previously, of course, exposure नहीं था. हम लोग ज़्यादा controlled environment में ज़्यादा रहते थे. तो उस वजह से चीज़ें fix थी, opportunities कम थी, choices कम थी. और ये and we had a prominence of a parental guidance in our lives. We abided by whatever they said. We could never beg to differ. Though I'm born in a very free environment where my parents gave me full opportunity, what I want to do, what I want to learn, what I want to wear, and how I want to choose. I mean, that ways. And that's why I can understand, I feel I can understand the Gen Zs better.
This is the first time, matlab, I usually am on the questioning line, but okay, I'll try to answer in my best of capacity. Okay, I think Gen Zs are being highly misunderstood. Okay, as I said earlier, all these things which are happening now used to happen earlier as well. Maybe on a lower scale, but these used to happen. They were just not recognized. They were just not called out. They were just not there was no terminology to it. That is one thing. So first thing is that they are being misunderstood. Secondly, they call us they are very sensitive. But what is wrong with being sensitive? Is there something wrong with being sensitive? You have emotions. You can be emotional. Suppressing emotions, हमारी previous generation कर चुकी है, and we have seen the result of it. The more you suppress, the more later on comes out as volcano and one go, जिसकी वजह से suicide and all these things happen, or there is a lot of distress in relationships, marriages and all this. So if you're emotionally aware, awareness is the point, right? previous generations were not emotionally aware. We are not sensitive. We are just emotionally aware, and we are brave enough to call it out. And when we are termed like when we are given this term कि भाई बहुत sensitive है ये तो इनसे तो बात करोगे तो ये लोग तो रोने लगेंगे या ये इनसे handle नहीं होगा. Not true. You are just not ready for that conversation. That is why you are calling us sensitive. Are you ready to have that conversation? First question is कि आप वो सुनना चाहते हो जो आप पूछ रहे हो, or you just want a how are you? I'm fine answer. That is one thing.
Okay. So as you said, the first thing you said was that you are often misunderstood. And the second thing you said that you are tagged as being more sensitive. Now, yes, that is the perception of people. But then I always say it is a perceived reality. We all must understand how I perceive. Half of it comes from my mind, my experiences. So it may match the truth, may not match the truth. Again, I said that you cannot generalize. With every Gen Z cannot be sensitive. So first thing you said is we are often misunderstood. No, you're not misunderstood. But what you do, how you process things, how you cognitively attend to things is little different than how we used to do it, or our generation. So there is a gap in the generation and there is a gap in understanding. So I say there has to be more tolerance from the Gen Zs and more understanding from our generation, that we need to hear them out. We need to communicate with them more, what they are feeling. And since they are very expressive in terms of emotionals, but then I say when you're growing up in your life, see, your brain is given, and there is a right brain, there is a left brain. So you have to use both the parts sensibly. You need to use your logic as well. So use the logic, use the sensitivity. Being emotional is, with me, I've been very sensitive and emotional. I still am. But I always take it as a compliment, and I always take it as my positive approach. And that is why I'm a counselor and a psychologist.
You are in touch with your emotions.
So it is okay to understand emotions, to feel the emotion, but the expression of emotion, because how you think, how you feel influences your actions. So that is where the catch is. So how you are feeling, you are attaching a feeling with a thought, or with the feeling you're attaching the action. So that is where the logic needs to take in place. You used to use logic. बुरा लग गया, माँ बाप ने कह दिया, सबके सामने गए, आपका action होगा, गए, चूहा मार दवाई खाई, and that you ended your life. Many of the kiddos are doing that. Here I always feel that parents, we need to be very cautious. Since they are sensitive, we have to accept them, they are sensitive. They can't change it. But then if they are sensitive, teach them to use the logic equally. You cannot just use, you have it in you, but using the logic, understanding. So I always say there has to be an empathetic conversation from both the sides, the elders and the Gen Zs. Gen Zs should be heard. I always say to deal with the Gen Zs, there are 2-3 important things. One, communicate, communicate, communicate. Second is empathy, and give them a chance to explain and be heard. So if you hear them out, you will get to know what is the genesis of the problem. And then you as an elder person take charge and do it. They are your kiddos, they are your children, they are growing up in a chaotic world. Our world was more peaceful than yours. ना ज्यादा चीजें होती थी, ना सुविधा होती थी, गिनी चुनी, तो you are, so that chaos and that confusion is there. Remove it. So I always say, if there is a problem you feel the Gen Zs are having, but I feel that they are very intelligent, they are more sensitive towards others also, but they don't know how to tackle their emotion. So teach them. Handling emotion, emotional regulation needs to be taught. So if we are emotionally intelligent, I think we are better adjusted human being in this world. And we have to make things work. Together, you are very intelligent, but be empathetic towards your parents also. Be more sensitive, not only to yourselves, but to others.
Definitely.
Being sensitive is, I always say, it's fine. use your intellect, use your wisdom. If not, the parents will use their intellect, wisdom, and experience. You use your logic and experience. I think we can make a perfect match. And that is why I would like to tell the audience that HeyPal is there. And I'm attached with HeyPal as a psychologist. And I say, speak it out. Talk it out to us. Take it out of your system. Dump all those negativities here with us. Let us take care of it. You have a beautiful life ahead. You have a long life ahead. Live your life to the fullest. Leave it to us. We'll hear it out to you. Join HeyPal. You'll be kept anonymous. Whatever comes to your mind, just talk it out. I would love to help you. Anybody and everybody. And Arya, thank you for answering me and giving the inputs as to what goes in the mind of a Gen Z.
Thank you so much. And I'd like to clock this moment. We call it clock it. So yeah, that is very well said. And I think everyone should check out HeyPal. And yeah, feel free to leave reviews, whatever you can be enhanced. I'm sure the founders would be happy and more than glad to enhance those features. And as ma'am said, that it's anonymous. So definitely gonna try this out and recommend it to everyone out there. And thank you, Anvita ma'am, for being here. And because I think this was a very important conversation, and I'd just like to end it on the note that as much as we Gen Z like to be understood, we would like to be understood. I think it is equally important that we also try to be more sensitive towards the previous generations and upcoming generations, because their experiences, their environment has been very different from ours.
Yes.
So yeah.
Thank you very much for being empathetic. And we are also going to try from our side to understand you all, to listen to your woes, worries, challenges, insecurities, and problems at HeyPal. You can come to us anytime. You want a personal meeting, we can arrange for that. You want to remain anonymous, we are very much there for you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome to HeyPal, your mental wellness app. Scan the QR code to download the app today. Get expert guidance and professional support.